Here, I have another one here to show you. And I got this off Amazon. It was like, shit. What was it, like 23 something, $23. And I'm like, whatever, it's 3 movies. And they have this same pack, but on DVD at Walmart. But, you know, I'm just like, and actually it was like, what, $10 or something at Walmart. But this was 20 something. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm going to give it a shot. And that is the triple pack of Halloween, Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, and Halloween Resurrection on Blu-ray. And it all comes all on one blue rizzle. The quality of them's alright. The quality of them's pretty cool. The Curse of Michael Myers looks fine. And actually all of them look fine to me. The quality of the last 2 on here, you know, the H2O and the Resurrection, there might be a little, you know, a little bit of, it could have been a little bit better. That's what I'm trying to say. But they're still pretty good, definite upgrade from the DVD. No special features whatsoever, so whatever special features you do have on the DVD versions of these, you gotta keep your DVD ones, because this one has no special features whatsoever. It's just cool to have all 3 movies on one disc and on Blu-ray. So yeah, and also, my favorite's always been H2O. I always really enjoyed that one a lot. I know it's not the greatest one, but I always thought it was cool, and the Curse of Michael Myers is kick-ass too. But yeah, that's the Halloween, not box set, but the Halloween Blu-ray. Next up, sticking with the overweight theme, you know, the fat people theme, is this movie I found at Freakbeat Records for, it was like $5. Yeah, $5.99, and it's called Disfigured. It's about this lady, these 2 ladies, or actually, hold on, sorry. The opening of this movie, Disfigured, is about a bunch of overweight people having a meeting saying being fat is okay and stuff, is all right, nothing's wrong with it and stuff, and then this man, I can't really explain it, but if you see this anywhere for a good price, I suggest you check it out. It's a good indie flick. It's about this overweight lady that meets this anorexic lady, and but the way they meet each other is when the anorexic lady comes into the fat appreciation meeting, or whatever it was called, and they become friends, and it's just really cool. I'm really bad at explaining things, but it's just really cool. Disfigured. Actually, next up here is a movie I had for a long time, probably a couple months, but I don't know if I showed it. I don't think I did, because as soon as I watched it, I'm like, Gabriel, you need to check this shit out. But yeah, I didn't watch Wet Heat, but I watched Film Crew. Right here, Film Crew. Oh my God, Film Crew was the shiznittle, dude. About these guys working in about this crew of people that work at a movie theater, getting set up for the night and stuff. They show a Toxic Avenger 5 or 4 or whatever it was. I know 5 is not out, but you know, Toxic Avenger 4. I think that's what they were doing. But genius comedy. I just love the whole feel of people are having a movie set in a movie theater about people that work in a movie theater. Great stuff put out by Low Budget Pictures. And the reason I didn't show this like in the last 2 months, because Gabriel had it at his house, and he said back then when he said he was moving and stuff, he ended up packing it away. I'm like, Gabriel, could you find it for a brother and please give it to me before you go? And he was like, well, I'll try. And then weeks later, I'm like, Gabriel, did you find it? No. And now he's unpacking his stuff, so he found it and gave it back to me finally. But that's Film Crew and Wet Heat, put out by Low Budget Pictures. Next up here is another one I picked up. It was like hella cheap. It was like what, 7 something at this one of my used stores. And now it's The Craft on Blu-ray. I used to love this movie. With me and my sister used to watch this a lot when we were younger and stuff, and still in school. We always got a kick out of it. I still like the movie, but it doesn't look like they did anything to the transfer at all. You know what I mean? It still looks grainy and gritty, but I don't know if that's just the way they shot the movie, so I'm not really sure. But I don't know. I would say stick with the DVD if you had to. It's not really a big improvement over the DVD. But yeah, that's The Craft. Itty Bitty Titty Committee. I know it only says Itty Bitty committee right here, but it's actually Itty Bitty Titty Committee. But it says it on the disc, Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Cool stuff. It's about this lesbian girl that works at a plastic surgery place, and one night she's closing up and she walks out and she sees this lady spray painting like boobs and shit onto the building and everything. She's like, "What are you doing?" And she gets involved with some hell raising feminists, and it's hell raising feminists, and they just go around raising hell and stuff, and it's actually pretty entertaining. I forgot that girl. Yeah, it stars that one girl right here from Be Kind Rewind and everything. Here she is right there from Be Kind Rewind. I think she's fucking beautiful. I think it was a funny, entertaining indie flick, Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Next up, I was so happy when I saw this at Freakbeat Records. I'm like, oh my god, he has another comedy thing out. I'm like, holy shnikes! I didn't even know he was in the works doing another comedy special, because I have all his other ones like Afros and Bell Bottoms and what the hell's that, Son of a Preacher Man, and all his other movies, all his other regular movies too, like House Guest and Jingle All the Way, all that cool stuff. And that is Sinbad, Where You Been, his new stand-up specials put out by Comedy Central. I don't know, it's probably played on Comedy Central, but I'd never watched it when it was on there. But man, he still got it, man. He still got the magic. Sinbad, he lives around here. I met him a few times. It seems like, once or twice every couple months I see him walking around. He's hella cool, man. A really nice guy. That's Sinbad, Where You Been? And on the DVD it explains, what he's been up to for the last 10 years. Pretty much just doing, the comedy circuit and stuff, because movie roles and stuff kind of dried up around 1999 for him, or 2000 or whatever it was. I think he's talented. I hope he comes back, man, like another comeback, some more movies, some more comedy stuff, because this was hella cool. Coming back after all that time and putting this out, gold. All this stuff was funny as shit. And next up here was the thing I showed you in an unbubbling video. It's from IFC, and it's film school, following these 4 film students that go to NYU, and they're making they're making a 10-minute short film, and which one of them's gonna make it and stuff. It was actually pretty cool. This is the 3rd time I've watched this. I watched it once when it first aired on IFC, and then the second time after I recorded it, and now this on DVD. But man, it's cool, man. It's cool. But some of the movie ideas they're saying that they're gonna, the movies that they're making about a guy that goes around scaring women with fake spiders, and then at the end of the movie, he's going to scare a woman with a spider, and then she has her own fake spider and shit. And just some of the stories that they say that of the movie that they're gonna make is actually fucking retarded. It sounds so stupid, but this is actually pretty cool. But the what's it called? I forgot his name now. The black guy right here. His film seemed the coolest. And I'm not going to say the title of that movie because I don't want people to think I'm, all racist and shit, but I'm not. But if you guys are into filmmaking and stuff, I suggest you guys check this out in film school.